Good morning. Hello and welcome to Journal with Me. Yes, I'm awake. I really am. Just haven't spoken this morning, really, aloud. So, getting myself together. Welcome to Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton from Wellside Retreats. And Wellside Retreats is a transformational destination retreat and life coaching service. I am a life coach, transformational life coach, that is. And we meet here on Tuesday, Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m., Sundays at 7 p.m. to journal. And welcome to that. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, welcome. We're going to spend some time journaling, reflecting on some things that I'd like to discuss today with you, and and send positive vibes out to you and all uh, who are participating, listening in. This is a space where we meet up to document how we are doing in the present, dreams we may have had um, last night or in the past, reflecting on ourselves, observing ourselves, and documenting that, and what may be in our heart and mind at this time. Um, if you are seeing this on replay, please do me a favor and leave your comments and let us know you stopped by. But if this is also the first time that you have seen this and you do enjoy this, please subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Click on the notification bell. You'll be made aware of when Journal with Me or any videos that are uploaded to YouTube. Um, you'll be able to know when those come up. So we normally start with a 20-minute journaling session, and we're going to do that. Later on, we're going to, um, as I said, have a little bit of a discussion and reflection. We may do some affirmation card um, uh, picking, um, but I want to change it up a little bit. We normally use affirmation cards at the end, but we're gonna do something a little different today, and possibly do a affirmation card if we don't go over the hour. So let me see who's here today in the comments. Oh wow! Good morning, Crystal. Good to see you from Georgia. All right, you made it to Georgia. Very good. Congratulations. Be well on your journey. We are all rooting for you. That's awesome. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning. Yes, and I'm glad your meeting went well yesterday. Yes, holding you up. We were holding you up. We were waiting for that. I'm glad that it all worked out. Catherine, good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Sandra from Lack to Legacy. Good morning. Good morning to you, sis. You are doing all the things, and we are so excited about your journey. Yes, yes, we are. We are excited about all the journeys that we are in, whether you are um, just around the corner, whether you're in Georgia, Florida, Philadelphia, Bali. Um, we are with you, Panama, um, Morocco, Portugal, Mexico. We are wishing everyone good feelings, good vibes, a great day. So let's check in with ourselves. Let's take our weather report, or take our weather. What is our forecast? Or what is it right now? Not in the future. What is it right now? How are you feeling? Are you feeling sunny? Are you feeling cloudy? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling just, okay? What is it? How are you doing right now? And something that I'll talk about later is it's okay to feel not okay. It's okay to feel not okay. It is. And we hope you feel better. Um, but it's okay to feel the way you feel because something has happened to make you feel the way you feel. It just happens. And our moods can change just like the weather. I wish everyone well, whether they are ecstatic and joyful and happy right now. But if you aren't, it's okay. We we're gonna feel the goodness and wish you well, no matter how you're doing. I am doing well. I'm feeling well, and actually, I my body is feeling better. I think last week I talked about how the body gives you signals and signs and tells you how it's doing because sometimes you ignore it. Yeah. Well, I've been ignoring it. I I I stopped doing my yoga after getting my yoga certification, and my body was like, "But we were doing really good. We were really doing good when you were doing all that stuff, that stretching, and when you were walking consistently, and then you stopped walking consistently. All the parts started not feeling so well, so I had to make a change. I listened, I listened, and I made a change, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good today. Slept well today. Slept better today. So when we know better, we do better. That's what I plan on continuing that. Yes, so that I can feel better. So without further ado, we're going to get this clock on 20 minutes. Please get comfortable in your seat. If you'd like to take 3 collective breaths before you get started, do so. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. One last time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. And I've set the timer to 20 minutes. Okay, so I truly got lost in what I was doing. um, Gently, kindly, slowly. Um, Finish what you have started writing or keep going, whatever you feel like doing. And you can put me in the background as you get on with your journaling, meditation, or whatever that you are doing. And let's see who has stopped by that I didn't acknowledge. Midlife Money Moves. Good morning to you, Greta. Good morning, Greta. I'm glad to have you with us this morning. Yeah, Big Sis Dula D, how are you this morning? In your beautiful space, I hope you are looking at this morning. Yes, indeed. We have finished up this 20-minute um, segment of journaling, and it was good for me. How was it for you? Did you recall any dreams that you had? Did you make a to-do list? Did you make a self-observation? Did you get clear on something that you weren't clear on? Well, I'm going to let you know that I spoke to you earlier about this body, this whole body thing that I had been ignoring. I'm gonna put myself on blast, yeah. And yeah, wasn't feeling tip top. You know, I felt tip top inside, but my body wasn't feeling so great. And I started paying attention um, and decided that I would stop ignoring what I was feeling. And so I want to pose a question to you today, um, because and the question actually comes from a book on journal on yoga practice prompts, and I want you to consider this. I'll read it to you. Um, and it may go counter to what you believe, but it's about us staying away from things that are not pleasant necessarily. So it goes like this: the erroneous belief that genuine happiness comes only from pleasant things, pleasant feelings, can be a strong motivation to stay close to anything unpleasant. But by staying close to all unpleasantness, we also stay close to our own wellspring of compassion. I'll read it one more time. The erroneous belief that genuine happiness comes only from pleasant feelings can become a strong motivation to stay close to anything unpleasant. But by staying closed to all unpleasantness, we also stay closed to our own wellspring of compassion. Our own wellspring of compassion. So, how that relates to me, how that resonated with me, was that instead of me believing or feeling that I should carry on with any strenuous activity or exercise, including walking the way I used to walk, which was for miles in a day, um, instead of me thinking about the results of what could be pleasant after walking. I shut down and didn't allow myself to think about something that I thought would be unpleasant. I know better, but that's how it resonated with me. Thinking that, oh, I got to get up in the morning, I got to do this walk, I got to, it was unpleasant to think about it when I've done it plenty of times before and felt so much better afterward. So the question that I'd like to pose to you is, can you mindfully open up today to one unpleasantness that you typically avoid? Can you think of something that you avoid because it just makes you feel, doesn't bring you that joy? Doesn't bring you that joy. I mean, one thing that I was having a hard time doing was preparing my taxes. I'm going to tell you. Oh, yeah, that was a whole thing for me. It was so unpleasant. But as soon as I did it, I felt better because it was over with. It was done. I took the action to do it. I think everybody feels that way about taxes, unless you don't. I don't know. But just the activity that I decided to close myself down on um, was so unpleasant to me, and I don't know why, but it was. I don't know why, because when I move, I feel so much better. It's taken me 2 days to consistently move my body, and I feel great. My body feels great. I slept longer. In fact, my body count, or the app that I use, clocked me at 6.5 hours of sleep, longer than I have slept in a while. So I know what that is all about. What about you? What about you? Can you mindfully open today to one unpleasantness that you typically avoid? All right, let that sit with you for a minute. Sarah says, I definitely gained additional clarity about some things that I want more of in my life. Very good, Sarah. This is, I believe, in response to how your journaling session was. Yes, that's great. When we can write about something and it produces clarity, that's so important. Um, a lot of us avoid even getting close to clarity in what we are experiencing in our lives. Um, yeah, we just avoid that. We avoid sitting down and being introspective, or thinking about, or asking ourselves questions about many things that we're going through. Avoid conflict with loved ones. Yes. Oh, Sandra from Black to Legacy. Oh, that's a big one. It's a big one for me. I'm with you, sis, on that. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Um, yeah, that's been an issue. And I think I was talking with someone about that recently. It was probably maybe over the weekend. But yeah, avoiding conflict with loved ones. Yeah, I got it. You have to muster up some kind of stuff or not. You have to, or not, or, you know, you have to weigh how that may feel. for you. You have to protect yourself. So I got it. Yeah. Yeah. It's very close to me, that subject. Yes. So that's the question for the day. The Crystal, oh, well, Crystal, I'm likely to avoid anything that will create drama. Yes. Don't we hate drama? Yes. Yes. I'm well versed on drama. Uh, and I try to stay away from it because the drama becomes, from my perspective, and in my loved ones, the drama becomes irrational and yeah, not meaningful. There are great dramas that have some point to the drama. But um, my dramas can be very comedy based also. It's like, but usually comedy has some backstory to it, which isn't so pleasant a lot of times. So drama is distraction. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's like the shell game. You get all worked up trying to find this P, and where is it? It's distraction, and you're distracted by something. Can't find that P. What is it? What's going on here, people? Yes, it's so unpleasant. It is. Yes. So yeah, I believe that sometimes we don't want to deal with the opening up to. The question is opening up to. Can you open up to one unpleasantness? And opening up is taking action, um, that you typically want to avoid, which avoidance is not dealing with, not taking action. So you could answer the question yes or no. Whatever it is, there's no right answer. Can you open up to one unpleasantness that you typically avoid? Can you do that today? Well, I did open up to it today, and I plan on opening up to it tomorrow. And that is me taking physical action, uh, and doing the exercise, the movement that I need to do. So, okay, got this dry tickle cough in my throat. So I hope that you can make a decision on what you want to avoid or what you want to take action on, especially if it's unpleasant. You decide. You decide the outcome. Excuse me, people. If you believe the outcome is going to be in your best interest, give it a shot. If not, continue with your pleasantness that you're feeling. Continue with your trip in Bali. Avoid it. It's not necessary. My unpleasant experience that has turned into a good thing for me is where I wanted to be. So I'm feeling good about it. I hope whatever you decide with clarity on your side. I'm so sorry I'm coughing. I had the drink here so I wouldn't cough and then I got dry. Another question I want to ask is I have found, and you fill in the blank, I have found or I have known for a while now that the it is time for me to blank. I have known for a while now that it is time for me to blank. Okay. This question actually calls for you to take some action. What is it that you've known that you've needed to change? Take a step, make some movement, take some action. Yeah, what is it? Well, that's for you to consider. Catherine, you stop being a people pleaser. There are so many of us who are out there trying to please everybody and not considering ourselves. I I understand, Catherine. Totally understand. I think there's like this whole coalition of people pleasing people that I run into. And I think I've attracted them because I have at one time in my life been that person. No more. It's not, it doesn't do any good for you. But we have to get to that point where you have to make a change and consider yourself first. Do it. Uh, Admit it. That's the hardest thing is to admit that you are a people pleaser. Yeah. But once you do, it will free you. It will free you. And that's the action. That's the small action. Admission of what you have done or what you are doing. Sacrificing your health as a form of self-sabotage. Yes. Yes. These are the things that when I talk about transformation and change along your journey, these things that are somewhat deep rooted and only you really know about them when you speak them out loud, not necessarily in this type of forum, but that's fine. But I'm saying to yourself, speak it aloud, admit it, and then make the change. and know that you need to take some action toward it. Um, Yeah, these are all good things. They're unpleasant to think about, but once you get that out, and that's the clarity that um, that you need to gain in order to move forward. Once you can see that for yourself, you can move forward. I'm at the point where um, I I got all of the certification and attend seminars on coaching, and there are a lot of people who cannot be coached. They are curious about coaching, what someone could do to coach them, but they don't want to really take the action to make change. And um, it's difficult to coach people. So I will say that, I haven't given up on that aspect of what I really wanted to do. Um, but it's difficult to coach anyone who doesn't want to admit or to take action to make a change. Um, some of us here have experienced recent change and have taken actions to do so. Our sister and friend Crystal has decluttered and packed and moved and did all the things for change. Was it unpleasant? Oh, yes, we know about that. Yes, we admit it. We admit it for her. but but she did it for a change, something that she wanted to do. She was compassionate about herself and needing a change. Yeah, let's let's admit how we are going to really dig deep and find uh, and admit to ourselves how we are really feeling about a thing. It may be unpleasant, but if you can get to the other side of that storm of unpleasantness to a desired outcome and do the work, yes, you can get there. But be compassionate. Be hold yourself close. Give yourself those hugs because it may, it may be unpleasant while you're doing it, but just love on you as you are moving through it. And that's what I've had to do. I've had to roll over and make the decision that I want to feel, my body deserves to feel better. My body deserves to feel better so that I can actually function better, feel better, look better, all those things. And I find joy at the end of my walk, the end of my long walk. I walked. I believe it was. I forget it in steps. I don't have the calculation for steps. But yesterday I walked roughly uh, 3 hours outdoors. And I'm not in a walkable place in Philadelphia as far as the neighborhood is concerned. The sidewalks are horrible, and it's not a walkable neighborhood unless I go to the park. But then the park also has some issues. So I can talk about all the unpleasantness, right? And avoid it. But I'm deciding that I can work this. I can do this. I know I can do this. I've done it before. I've done it before. So let's pick an affirmation card for today. Let's pick an affirmation card today. Oh, let's see. Before that, let's see what everyone is saying. There is so much power to an acknowledgement. Yes, it is. Conjuring up a whole new reality for myself. Wow. There you go. Bright, sparkly, clear. Oh, yes. Conjuring up. Yeah, I love your words. A whole new reality. Yes. Yes, we do. Yeah. Yes, Lord, really kept me sane during the process. Yes. It's not unpleasant, but yes, you had a mission. You were on a mission. You were there. I saw in your comment earlier that you're feeling foggy now. Crystal, we'll talk about this too. So you've been inspired. You've taken action on the inspiration. You've made the change. Now, how do you deal with that change? What do you do? How do you deal with the newness of where you are, your circumstance? How do you deal with that change? The younger we are, the more resilient we are with change. Now, I'm not saying that we are old. Don't get it twisted. But the bounce back isn't as quick as when we were younger. The bounce back can be a little difficult. It can be. Doesn't mean that it is. But yeah, we need to rest. Rest, Crystal. We're pulling for you. We support you in it. Yes. We support everyone in their endeavors. Amen. Thank you, Sandra. We're supporting each other. That's what we do in this crew. Yes. You have to rest sometimes to during all the change. Yes. Now we have to give your bodies time to catch up. That's right. And I know you do, Sandra. The time zones, the weather, the change. You went through so many changes within these last few days. It's shocking. Your system was shocked, you know? And I will say that when you travel, you go through so much, so many environments. There's this airplane, there's this airport, there's the sidewalk outside the airport waiting for there's a climate, you know. You gotta get grounded. Get grounded. Find somewhere to ground yourself. I'll say that my three-month sabbatical when I landed in Lisbon, and I had a backpack, this huge, beautiful backpack that my son decided he wanted me to have, and it was great. I'm glad. It was the best gift ever. It was a big backpack, and I used it, but it also doubled as a suitcase, and I could carry. It had a handle on the side because what I realized is that my back was the weight wasn't good for my back. And then I had my rolling suitcase, and it was a mid-size. It wasn't large, it was a mid-size. And I had a big purse, which I carry quite a few of. Big bags. I don't carry little ones usually. And but all of that, the plane, the air, this layover in Amsterdam, you know, the language, the sounds, the climate, just everything. I slept for 2 days. I said, you know what? I'm going to be here for 3 months. I have to do my favor and rest. Rest. I got up to eat. I went out to find my way around. I was in Centra, find my way around all these hills. And the thing about it was, I knew if I went down, coming back, I was going to have to go up. I was trying to find, I was like, oh my gosh, shock. So, with that, the unpleasantness, admit that, this is this is the change. But there's something good on the other side of that. Yes. Sandra, you rest and you don't apologize for it. Amen. There you go. Rest. I'm definitely resting this week and weekend. I appreciate this space, our like-minded adventures who remind me of the basics. Yes. Keep it up. Yeah. I am feeling the feeling first and then allowing what I want to be, do, or have to come to me more easily. All right, Sarah. Say it. Say all those words. Yes, I am feeling the feeling first and then allowing what I want to be, do, or have to come to me more easily. Great. So I'm going to pick a affirmation card from this deck. I am everything. Yes. And I will leave you with this affirmation from Terisha Clark. And we will move through our day. I'm fortunate to have this community. There's no other. This is the best community that I feel I can speak to. And I appreciate you coming. Please let a friend know who may need to know. Oh, I picked a good one. I would say so myself. Um, who needs to know and may be interested in journaling with me and journaling with us, um, because I believe that there can be movement in numbers. If you'd like to work with me one on one, you can do so by going to my website and booking a clarity call to see if I'm the right fit for coaching with you. And yeah, yeah. But if you want to come back here and be part of the group or any group uh, activity um, that I actually create or curate, you can do that also. We meet for book club, which is a great group of people, great group of readers. We're reading Black Cake. And yeah, I find it really interesting. That's a good book. The author is Charmaine Wilkerson. Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. We meet May 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I hope you can get the book. And I realize that it's not on Kindle, but it might be on audio, the Audible. I'm not sure. I haven't checked there. But the affirmation today is I am whole. I am whole. I am perfectly created. I am a wonderfully unique individual. Every lesson I have learned, every risk I have taken, and every achievement I have made contributed to who I am. Because of that, I am whole. I love this card. I think this one ranks number one right now. We haven't picked this one. This is number 3. I am whole. I am perfectly created. I am wonderfully unique individual. Every lesson I have learned, every risk I have taken, and every achievement I have made contributed to who I am. Because of that, I am whole. All right. Oh. Cheryl Hardy is in the house. Cheryl Hardy, welcome to Journal with Me. Cheryl Hardy, PhD, is the woman who my coaching, certified me as a coach. Wow. Thank you, Cheryl Hardy. Dr. Cheryl Hardy, thank you. Great to have you in the house. Wonderful, wonderful, God fearing woman. Thank you, Dr. Hardy, for stopping through to see what I'm doing as a coach, as a life coach. Awesome. Dr. Hardy is a therapist as well as coach and certifies coaches, life coaches, and I appreciate you. And we are whole, Dr. Hardy. I am perfectly created. I am wonderfully unique individual. Every lesson I have learned, every risk I have taken, and every achievement I have made contributed to who I am. Because of that, I am whole. That's the affirmation for today. And we are so I'm Dr. Hardy showed up. That is amazing. It's so good to see you. You can follow Dr. Hardy. Dr. Hardy has her own podcast now. Is that right, Dr. Hardy? Can you leave a note in the chat? um, uh, Let us know. Dr. Hardy, you can find her on Instagram also. That's right. Dr. Hardy, I'm going to tell you a little bit, Dr. Hardy. This is so off, but it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Dr. Hardy, why I decided to get my credentials from Dr. Hardy is because Dr. Hardy is a therapist to pastors. And I said, anyone who could be a therapist to to preachers, to the clergy, I have to take her classes. And she is also a grief counselor. And yes, I love her. I love her. Oh, yes. Uh yes, when I found out that Dr. Hardy was a counselor and consultant to preachers because uh, she is a woman of God in the church, and yeah, I said, oh yeah, I'm signing up. I'm signing up, and that was in I don't forget when I was in Newark, living in Newark, New Jersey, and found her, and that was before COVID, so we met in person and in groups to get our coaching certification. Thank you, Dr. Hardy. I'm doing great, Dr. Hardy. Thank you. Thank you so much. God and Therapy podcast. That's right, on Spotify every Monday. Thank you, Dr. Hardy. Yes. Well, I'm gonna yeah, on Spotify. Well, we're gonna listen in. We're gonna listen in, Dr. Hardy. Thank you. And I actually wanted to interview Dr. Hardy when I started doing videos on Facebook, and that never happened. So we're gonna have to get together, Dr. Hardy. I've moved around a lot, so I'm in a place where I can have you, and would love to have you on my channel. So with that, we're going to be meeting on Sunday evening. Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more Journal with Me. I'm all congested now because I've been coughing. But if you can spare some time on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be meeting up again. and we'll be journaling. We'll be talking. We'll have more discussion. And I wish you all well wherever you are in the world, because we have some travelers. This community is a bunch of travelers, and those who want to see the world and be in the world and experience newness and differences. I'm so happy to have you in this community, our community, and I will see you on Sunday evening, I hope. Thanks again, Dr. Hardy, for stopping through. I appreciate you. Much love to you all. Bye.